You're really not very good at this, are you?
What? Says the guy who just got snuck up on. Ha! Idiot. High as a feather, stiff as a board. Is that everything? Monies, 15 didgeridoos, and some mongrel fur. Light a fire. So they out here mining for something. Man, this game's actually really beautiful at night. Very peaceful.
Revelio.
Very peaceful. Kill it! Sorry. What is that? What this be? Collect? Few witches and wizards correctly trace the history of Scotland's indigenous mazes back to their rightful source, the 15th century dark wizard known as Enon Blackwood. Born Enon Wood to a non-magical branch of the Wood family, Enon was misunderstood by his Muggle parents and in an effort to fit in, sought solace in the family trade, hedge trimming. He could allegedly control a blackthorn bushes with his mind, creating beautiful designs with ease. This both impressed and infuriated his rather intolerant family. Their resentment only worsened upon young Enon's invitation to Hogwarts, where he was sorted into the Hufflepuff house. Cheers to that, son of a bitch. It was at Hogwarts that Enon first met one Artissima Black, disowned by the Black family for her mother's dalliance with Artissima's Muggle father. The half-blood Artissima's relationship with blood purity was a complex one. She considered herself worthy of her mother's maiden name and blamed her father for her ostracation. At the same time, she did not fault Wood for his Muggle parentage, but rather considered him an unwilling, innocent victim of Muggle impurity. Wow. Damn. Okay. Well,
Revelio.
what do I do with this then? Whoa. 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 This is awesome. Obviously, I've gone the wrong way. Maybe? Almost? I'm almost there? To the left? I've done it! Is that it? No, that's literally it. Okay. Open! Dude, that was dope. Ceramic mask! Finally! Finally! We're changing? There it is. So I don't even care if it's worse. It's worse by one. We're making it look like that. Listen, it needs to be done. Ceramic you are the black swan. I'm the white swan. There it is. Jesus Christ.
Revelio.
Everybody's got to have a disguise, right? Everybody has to have a disguise. If you're a murderer. 22 didgeridoos and the saber ash brown wand handle. Ooh, that one's badass. Isn't that the Joker's friend's mask? You know who it is? Oh, look, I'm Tom Cruise in Vanilla Sky. Oh, for fuck's sake. Side quests. We have, oh my God, there's a lot of them.
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen lives around here somewhere.
I am not tipping this asshole. Okay, I'm gonna tip him. If this fucker disappears when I do this.
I could use some gold.
It says X to interact, but nothing's happening.
New instruments are expected.
There's side quests here. We know that. We're gonna have to grab all of these.
Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Baldo.
Welcome to Upper Hogsfield. Charming hamlet. Don't tell the residents of Lower Hogsfield I said that.
Vanilla Cruz. Murgo says, Rockitsauce, you would play an instrument if you interacted. I tried. I was hitting X and nothing was happening.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer.
Oh, that's her talking
I
again.
reckon Rookwood's
Here, let me
played
try
a hand
again.
in his disappearance.
A galleon?
Yeah, see, nothing's happening. Boo. Let's, we'll go ahead and do the quest here, and then maybe after the quest. Seemed like it's broken. I can't even tip him either. I would have tipped him again.
Revelio.
I feel like you got to tip him in multiple spots. It seems like a challenge, maybe. Or a hidden something or other.
Here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
Well, first things first, letter from Eddie Thistlewood. Little sister, it's been some time since we've heard from you. How are things in the ministry? We continue to think of you and hope you are doing well. You'll be happy to know that we've all made peace with your decision to become an Auror. As dangerous as it is, you must live your life and follow your path. You are doing so in the service of Wizarding World, of the Wizarding World. I am proud to call you sister. I must inform you of something that you may find curious. It seems a troll has taken up residence in the train tunnel near town. The poor thing, most certain to learn a tragic lesson about the fundamental velocity of locomotives. Right soon, Eddie Thistlewood. All right. Second of all, take her money. 24 didgeridoos. We've done it. Beat the game. The Thistle and the Badge, part 1 of 3. The Thistle and the Badge, Helen Thistlewood, Reflections of a Former Auror. Retirement isn't what I expected. I enjoy the leisure time, of course, but I do miss the excitement of hunting magical fugitives. I know you're not supposed to admit that you actually enjoy the turmoil associated with the job, but how can you feel anything other than exhilaration when chasing a Ukrainian iron belly through a Muggle city, and when obliterating all of the Muggles who saw you? What? That sounds really bad. Or foiling a dark wizard's plot to take over the ministry with an army of Chinese chomping cabbages, using only a single basket of bouncing bulbs. When the ministry finally makes all of my old cases public, my neighbors will never look at me the same way again. Old Madam Thistlewood down the lane is the one who put the nasty brute so-and-so in Azkaban. For now, I can merely insinuate. I can't read that. I don't know. Insinuate. Okay. For now, I can merely insinuate, lest I divulge something confidential. I would hate to force my former colleagues into locking me away in Azkaban. Not an appealing thought. Well, I suppose I should check on my garden. The bluebells have been struggling this season. Nice. And take her money. I'll be with you in a minute, Helen.
Revelio.
Part 2 of 3. The Thistle and the Badge, Helen Thistlewood, Reflections of a Former Auror. I have a lot of time these days to reflect upon my career. I wonder if the good we did balances out the mistakes that we made along the way. Did we always catch our criminals? No. Did we sometimes put away the wrong person? It's possible. Is that an acceptable risk when it comes to preserving the well-being of the wizarding world at large? I'd like to think so, but then again, I'm not an innocent witch moldering away in Azkaban. If I were, then perhaps I should feel differently. It is a quandary without a solution, or at least not one that I am likely to solve. This is the problem with retirement. It leaves one with too much time to dwell upon bygone problems. But there's nothing one can do about it. Oh, and my bluebells died. Oh, not the bluebells. The bluebells. Not blue balls, guys. Bluebells. Part 3. I'm still dwelling upon my big hypothetical from the other day. I always made certain that I could defend my decisions before the Wisingmot? I can't pronounce that word. Should the need arise. I was required to do this on a rare occasion, and it was never a pleasant experience, no matter how confident I was. Despite what I believe, the ministry is far more omnipotent. And when I hung up the badge, I left behind quite a few unsolved cases. If I had all the time in the world, I doubt I could solve them all. But should the opportunity arise or revisit one, then correct any mistakes I made, I will certainly take it. That's the only way to rest easy about my career. Never hesitate to fix mistakes, especially if they are yours to begin with. I fear that in our haste to out justice, we may inadvertently become a vehicle for injustice. I fear this especially for myself. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Oh, and I'm through with gardening. I need a new hobby. Well, that didn't work out right. So obviously she's saying basically that it's kind of is all tying back with the quest we're about to do, right? She obviously made a mistake in this investigation. We're gonna, what the hell? There's one of those things. House elf? Isn't that what this is? A house elf? She has her own personal house elf. He's a big reader. All right. All right, let's give the chat to her.
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an aura.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban.
Damn.
It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
No shit. So, Mrs. Black, that's the one we just read about, right? That's the one that got together with the guy that just made the maze. The maze we just did. Isn't that literally the same one we just read about? Margo says she's glad that you came so that she can admire your bloom like that hot garlic teacher. I'm coming into my own. I'm coming in. Forget it. Your character does an excellent impersonation of Daniel Radcliffe. I'll come with you to Azkaban if it will save her. Oh, we're gonna go to Azkaban, so that's a prison, probably, right? Obviously. Anything to see at Azkaban? I'm not sure I want to visit. Anything to see at Azkaban?
I've always wanted to see Azkaban. Count me in.
Oh, okay.
I suppose it has a peculiar appeal to some.
Cheers.
But it can be terribly disconcerting. Fortunately, being a retired aura has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Well, it's not like they're running around free, right? Tell me more about Apollonia.
Can you tell me more about Apollonia Black?
Wretched, vindictive girl, that one. Apollonia claimed that Anne threatened to kill the boy after he broke her heart. The Black family's power over certain people in the ministry, along with the fact that Anne is Muggle-born, sealed her fate.
Because Apollonia hates Muggles, right? Apollonia thinks that if you're if you're not a pureblood, or wait, no, she just hates Muggles. Period. Right? That's what we just read. Can you tell me more about the prisoner, Anne?
I'd like to know more about Anne.
That poor soul never was the brightest girl, and that lack of wit proved to be her undoing.
I half suspect Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely toying with her. Who could have known he'd end up dead?
She's not held up well in Azkaban. In some ways, she blames me for not proving her innocence. I'd like to clear her name if we can.
So she, from the very start, never actually believed that she was guilty. What happened to Jackdaw's ghost?
You said Jackdaw's ghost appeared briefly, then vanished. Where do you think he went?
I have no idea. Evidently, he was always a bit restless, going on and on about adventure. If I had to guess, he tired of Scotland and is somewhere on the other side of the globe by now.
And Black is school boss too? Oh, as like a headmistress? Is that what you're saying? Like a headmistress? She was a headmistress at Hogwarts? Sort of like what, oh, that guy, he's a Black as well. Headmaster, the current headmaster is a Black. I got you. So a descendant of Apollonia? Is that what you're saying? Cool. Man, I love how everything's so connected. He bullied Professor. Yeah, Professor Fig. Yeah. I got you. All right, I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
Very well. Let's go.
Let's go to
Steady
prison.
yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
What does that mean?
Do
I don't
take
want to be
care now,
splinched.
and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment.
Oh shit! There we go. Off we go. Damn. Oh shit. Oh good lord. I wasn't ready for this.
Expecto Patronum!
What?
That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me.
Where do I get
The
Expecto
Dementors won't harm us
Patronum?
now. Still, be careful.
I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
Where do I get Expecto Patronum from? I want that shit. Can we go this way? We cannot. Locked out. I'm guessing that we're probably going to be like, this isn't in a whole new area, right? That we're going to be able to explore.
Careful around, Anne. She's been here a lot longer than the rest of you.
Yeah, I can't even Revelio in here. Revelio! I can't. Yeah, no Revelio.
I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you.
Crucio?
You don't scare me, you cur. They teach you so little of what you should know at Hogwarts.
He's like, come on over. Come on over. I'll be your friend.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
Oh, that's definitely set the mood here.
That I hear.
Perhaps death, in all its mercy, approaches.
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
The Dementors.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death
Oh, Jesus.
finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hogsmeade.
Murgo mentioned it. The scarf keeps jerking up in the air and shit. Keeps bouncing around. I think I understand. Why must you be so cryptic? No, we want to be respectful, right? I think I understand.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave? Near Upper Hogsfield?
Hogsfield, field, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield. I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
What the shit? Just murdered her. Oh, you're gonna have your own painting now, Anne.
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
What the shit? She gonna be okay? She gave her the black spot?
Thistlewood, all right. I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave.
All right, let's do this. It's like 110
Revelio.
meters away here. Yeah, no X button at all anymore. All right, we'll come back through here and we'll go do all the things. We got to find this cave first, though. Oh, I'm into this now. Dude, that was pretty crazy. So we got to make our way down there. Redheads, I swear.
Revelio.
Revelio. Oh, hey. Nice. Field guide page. Pumpkin Fizz. Pumpkin Fizz is a fashionable carbonated drink with a pumpkin flavor. It has yet to become as popular here as butterbeer, but one never knows. Never know. But it could be amazing. New challenges complete. Collect field pages in the Highlands. We've collected one in the Highlands. Well, let's go check that challenge then, because I'm sure we got something for it. Right there. It is the Highland Explorer cap is what we got for that one. Gear. Highland Explorer cap. Where is it here? Right there? Highland Explorer's cap. There it is. Jesus Christ. Take it off. Take it off. Pimp glasses. Back to the pimp glasses. Yeah, we look so stupid. We gotta... Oh, I see. We can make our way down there, probably. Yeah. All right, we'll go that way.
I should investigate.
And here we go. Now we can make our way down. It looks so good, doesn't he? Looking good.
Revelio.
Looking good there, Jimmy. No dings at all? No Revelios? Pardon me. Oh, we're just gonna follow the trail. Boy, look at that world, man. Holy cow. That ever beautiful or what? That looks really good. The music's perfect too. Looks amazing. I know it, right? Top notch. I look like I'm a master of the wizarding world. I got the hiccups so bad right now. Hold your breath,
This
bro.
must be the place Anne told me about. No one's been here for ages.
Well, first things first, what's in the box? The tasseled kufi? The tasseled kufi helmet deal. All right. We're gonna have to just change the look for this one. The tasseled kufi. Where's the tasseled kufi? There it is. Right? Yeah. Nice. Even better. Even better. Just when I thought I couldn't look any better. Can we incendio these? No. Yes. No. No.
Accio. No, that's not it. It's no wonder Anne never found that clue. No. How did you do this, Jackdaw?
It's got to be. Oh, this is probably part of what I'm supposed to figure out, right?
Revelio. Incendio.
No. Thank you. I just want to go get that. No. Burn it. Oh, I don't have to. Scratch that. Didn't need
Revelio.
to. All right. So how do we figure this out? There's got to be a clue here somewhere, right? Or not? What do you just you just brute force that shit? It's the blue ones.
Revelio. You'll not outfox me, Jackdaw. Accio. You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind?
Jackdaw clue. My dearest Anne, well done. You've solved my puzzle. I knew you were a kindred spirit and the only one with whom I could truly share my adventures. Meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest as soon as you can, and I will show you the map that I mentioned. There is no telling where it will lead us. I found it on pages that Peeves ripped from a secret book, and no one else seems to be able to find. I haven't any idea what lies ahead, but I am glad to know I shall share my future with you. This is only the beginning, Richard. P.S. I am terribly glad you found this, as I would have gone on alone if you did not. And what fun would that be? Which means...
Note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die?
So he went on...
Is she to blame at all?
On his own.
Incendio. Accio.
Nice. 33 didgeridoos.
Revelio.
All right, so that means he went on his own, and so he's at the Forbidden Forest, which we're not allowed to go in. Death is only the beginning, says Marco.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years?
That's him?
Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves, and then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best for her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
Not well, I'm afraid. You ruined her life.
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. Why didn't you exonerate her?
What? Azkaban?
What'd you do?
Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently, on a whim. I must speak to the aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me.
Beheaded?
Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
Oh, this is a good idea. I like it. How did you lose your head? Don't lose your head.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you lose your head?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember.
Jesus Christ.
Hence, if you do find yourself in a cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Okay. Is this all Apollonia's fault?
Helen mentioned Apollonia Black. Did she set up Anne to take the fall?
Have you never met any members of the Black family? They can be rather vindictive. Once Anne showed an interest in me, Apollonia couldn't let it alone. That her own heart had grown cold simply didn't matter.
And it was all because he's a muggle, right? Essentially is what it comes down to. How did you steal from Peeves?
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist.
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor.
A penchant?
Whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. Found them on the floor outside the library where he discarded them. Not my luckiest find, all things considered.
Yeah, exactly the opposite, right? Thank you.
Thank you. I need to find those pages to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
All right.